Today I'm gonna share with you 6 tips and tricks for Claude that I haven't seen anyone else mention on YouTube yet. I came up with these as I was working along my design projects, but they apply to any other industry or any case scenario that you have. They're just so good for productivity and efficiency. Claude is incredibly versatile. There's just so much you can do with it. And most of the tips I'm gonna show you today, they don't work in ChatGPT. That's how good Claude is. I just keep loving it more and more every day. Let's jump into it. Tip number 1 is using HTML format. If you're looking to generate a report or a document or anything that you might need to have in a PDF format or anything that you want to interact with, just ask Claude to generate the result in HTML format. This will allow you to open the results in your browser on any device, and you can share it with people as well. And you can also use the browser print menu to save it as a PDF. And the cool thing about this is that you can ask it to format it in any way that you like. So in this example, I have a text document that includes survey responses. It's pure text. I just attached the document and I asked it to create a report in HTML format, well-spaced, modern, and use colors when necessary. You can add any criteria you want for the design of the page and it will give it to you. So this is the result that it gave me. It looks clean and nice. This document that I attached includes answers from users, and it gave me the results in a very smart way where it gave me sections based on the questions asked. Now what you can do is you can download this file and open it in your browser, and from there you can hit Command P or Control P and you can save it as a PDF, and now you have a PDF document. Tip number 2 is saving PDF documents. Here's a trick you can use to control how the PDF looks. Saving an HTML page as a PDF might mess up your layout. What you can do here is ask Claude to include a button to save as a PDF, and you can also add actions to that button as well. So first of all, you want the button to open the print menu. So you mentioned that to Claude. You also wanted to make sure that the layout looks good in the printable PDF. So from then on, you can say in the printable version, don't cut off any sections, for example. And if a section doesn't fit, start a new page. Or if you want every section on a page, you can do that. You can ask it to format it however you want in the PDF. You can also tell it to remove that button from the printable PDF. When you're saving a report or a document, it won't show that Save PDF button. And now I have that report with that button. So if I download it and open it in my browser, I can click that button. And now it gives me a well-designed layout for the PDF. You can add as many details you want for that printable PDF, like summaries, for example, or a footnote. Like I just thought of that. Maybe I wanted to save the date and time of when the page was printed. I can ask it to include that footnote as soon as you click that Save PDF button. Let's see if that works. And here's the result. We can click Save PDF and you can see there's a footnote here. Let's save it and open it and see what it gave us. There we go. We have a footnote that says report saved on the accurate date and the accurate time. So really with this trick, the possibilities are endless. You can ask it to do anything you want when you click that button. Now, tip number 3 is branding your document. This is a very cool trick to make these reports that are coming out of Claude your own, in your company's brand or your own brand. You can add your logo, your colors, and any graphics that you want. So if you want to add your logo, get a link of that logo from anywhere you have it online, like your website. So I'm just gonna go to my website here and copy my logo. And you have to click copy link. You cannot attach an image here because it's creating an HTML format. So you need a link that will grab that logo for you. So make sure you right click and select copy image link and then paste it in Claude and say, add this logo to the header of this document. And there we go. This is the result. Your logo will not show up inside of Claude, but when you download the file and open it in your browser, it will have your logo inside of it. So if you want to add your brand colors, you can copy the hex codes of the colors that you have and paste them into Claude, and it will make sure to use the exact colors for your brand. You can even attach a design from your brand, say inspired this document from this design. So it will use that design to make something similar to it. If you have a document in your company, you can grab that document and say, make it look like it, and it will make it look like your company's branding. Tip number 4 is creating forms. So if you want to create a fillable document, for user surveys, or any other forms that require user input. You can create it with HTML like we did before so that everyone can open it in the browser. So what you can do here is ask it to add a button to save the PDF at the end. And what that button can do is summarize the results so that they can send you a summary of the results and not all of the questions filled. Or you can embed this in your own website and tell it exactly what to do when someone clicks that button. So the way I personally use this, I create surveys based on my documents and my project, and I tell it to save a summary of the results as a PDF. So when someone clicks that button, it will change the whole thing into a summary of the results. And that way they can send you the results and you can analyze them later. You can do this for any kind of form you have, anything that you want other people to add their input to. Like for example, if you have a project and you want to collect the input from team members, you can create a form like that and have every team member give you the answers to the questions. And you can add any type of input fields like drop downs or text or sliders or even upload documents. Tip number 5 is transcribing. I have a lot of handwritten notes and my handwriting is very bad. Sometimes people cannot read my notes and sometimes I need to convert those notes into digital text. Rather than using a third-party app, I can just tell Claude to do that for me. No matter how bad my handwriting is, it always gets it 100% accurate. Here's a note that I took a photo of with my very bad handwriting. It does indeed give me exactly what the note says. And you can go further from there by asking it to summarize or organize your notes or just do anything else with your notes. It's just very handy to have a transcription tool inside of Claude. Tip number 6 is converting sketches to UI. And this is very cool. You can just sketch anything that you want and it will create a whole UI for it based on your sketches, and it's very accurate. Here's a sketch that I have. I want 3 input fields here, one for budget, one for weather, and one for start and end date range. And it interpreted that very well. Don't forget to ask it to create this in HTML. And I also wanted the date range to open a calendar selection input, so I asked it to add that. And there we go, it did that. Now I have a selection for the date. It works very well and it's very accurate. So you can sketch anything that you want, include it in your website or include it as a document or as an interactive document that you can send to people. These tips are very valuable to me. I'm using them on a daily basis. As you can see, the sky is the limit. You can ask it to do whatever you want. Just make sure you ask it to do it in HTML and give it enough instructions. You can draw whatever you want and tell it to create it. It's just so handy and so beautiful. In my previous video, I shared some instructions for Claude to help you with your product design process, like creating research reports or surveys or user personas. If you want those instructions, I have a very nice document that includes everything that you need to know to create those projects inside of Claude. All you have to do is subscribe to my newsletter in the description, and you will receive an email with a PDF that you can save and reference anytime you need to use Claude, or you can create those projects inside of Claude so that you can use them anytime you want. If you're a product designer or if you do any research at all, I highly recommend that video. It will take you through the whole process of generating reports and documents based on research. The link is also in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.